What's up, everyone? John from Beyond ARTV back at it again with another on-the-go track review. Apologies to everyone who gets triggered by the fact that I film these on the go sometimes, but spoiler alert, unfortunately, I do have other work to take care of. But today we're talking about the new Bruno Mars single, 24 Karat Magic, 24K Magic as it's stylized, and Bruno started teasing this about a week ago. I somehow missed it until right before the song actually dropped. I finally started seeing his tweets and I was like, holy shit, I didn't know we were finally getting new music from Bruno Mars, but here we are and I'm excited. I thought his last record, even though I never gave it a review for some reason, I thought it was a really solid effort. There were some great songs on there, some not so great ones like Gorilla, for example, but I really liked a lot of the singles on that record, some of the deeper cuts as well. Just a very enjoyable, pleasurable listen. But I have noticed one thing about Bruno Mars. As he's kind of been skyrocketed into his stardom, he's gone from his humble beginnings, featuring on some tracks like Nothing on You and B.O.B., that track back in 2010, and then releasing Doo-Wops and Hooligans later that year, having some massive singles with like Grenade, Just the Way You Are, and I feel like he went from being that just kind of earnest guy that's really trying and fighting for a girl to just the player that's out there. This new song is really just proving my point on that one. He's all over the place on this track. It's vocoded vocals in places. A lot of people are saying it reminds them of California Love by Tupac, and yeah, I definitely feel that, and I like that vibe. That's one of my favorite aspects of this track. It's just very synth heavy. I love how they just kind of twinkle up and down as they knock during the chorus of this thing. The vocoded vocals sound really nice as well. What I'm not so huge on is just the way the vocals and the lyrics are presented in other places. I mean, there's parts of the song that really work. I think the chorus is very sticky, a catchy tune, something that is going to have chart success mainly because it's Bruno Mars's lead-off single, or he's saying the Welcome to the Party song. And I get the vibe that they wanted to go for here, but I just feel like it's trying to replicate the success of Uptown Funk. That song was undeniably huge. I mean, it was a great track because it was so much fun and it had just a nice spirit about it. I really liked the way that they just did the vocals, kind of the way that they teamed up and just attacked for this huge, massive song that they knew was going to be big probably, but the fact is, it was a killer track, so I don't really have a problem with it being one of those big songs. I never really tired of the song like some do because I try and avoid the radio as much as possible. I try and only listen to songs if I want to personally hear them, but I know it was everywhere, so it was hard to get away from. So Uptown Funk, I still think is a solid jam, but the problem with 24 Karat Magic here is the fact that it goes for kind of a more almost mean-spirited vibe. It's just so much more braggadocious and in your face with the way it's pushing, like, oh, Bruno's a player now, and he's just like, it refers to lines like, you know, you and your ugly ass friends, and it's just like, I understand that it's maybe not meant to be taken a certain way, and they're just playing around, you're joking around with your guys, or the girls are joking around with the other girls, whatever it may be, you know, it's something that's usually said behind the back, not so much in the spotlight, and I don't know, I'm a little bit conflicted on this track, because like I said, it's got two different sides to it. The chorus is really catchy, but then it's kind of got some like gang vocals, more like rapping, talking style, like shouted lyrics, like something maybe think parts of Downtown by Macklemore. It's another one that was inspired by Uptown Funk, I feel like, and just, I don't know, it's got a weird atmosphere about it. I'm very conflicted, and I find it hard to say things about it because I have things that I could say positive and negative, and that's why I'm going to have to go with a 3, maybe a light 3.5 for this one. I don't think it's a fantastic tune. I guess I understand why it was picked as the lead-off single here. I'm not sure if it's going to be as big as some of his other tracks. I don't feel like it's as mainstream friendly, just kind of like a disco, groovy tune that calls back to like the 80s, maybe even the 70s, a little bit of soul, a little bit of funk, some hip-hop as well. It's really peppering in all kinds of stuff. How do you guys feel about the tune? If you haven't heard it yet, check it out, linked in the description down below. There's other songs that you would like to see me tackle that have come out recently, let me know about them. Other than that, I will plan on seeing you guys very soon right here on Beyond ARTV. Don't forget to drop a like on this review and subscribe to the channel because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed.